They'll see you before you see them. Cops are cracking down on drinking and riding. Drive sober or get pulled over.
To help keep Louisiana families safe, the Louisiana Highway Safety Commission is coordinating the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign that's in effect through Labor Day, September the 2nd. The long Labor Day weekend is one of the heaviest travel periods here in Louisiana and also nationwide.
How's it going to work on a statewide basis?
Well, the Commission's provided grants to 118 law enforcement agencies from every corner of Louisiana, and they're using these grants to conduct saturation patrols and checkpoints and do other activities to help keep Louisiana safe and remove impaired drivers from the road.
Now, how does this program work?
Well, we have a no-refusal program built into this, and we're encouraging local agencies to implement that during this period. No refusal means that judges are on standby 24/7 to sign search warrants to require DWI suspects to submit to a test that would help determine whether they're legally drunk. Refusing to submit to BAC tests is a tactic that's often used by suspects to make it harder for authorities to prosecute and get a conviction for DWI.
They'll see you before you see them. Cops are cracking down on drinking and driving. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Tens of millions of Americans will be traveling on our roads as the long Labor Day weekend approaches. In Louisiana, our state troopers, local police, sheriff's deputies will be out in force working to keep travelers safe. The Louisiana State Police is participating with more than 100 other public safety partners in this year's Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign, which is in effect through September 2nd. We will be working overtime, conducting heavy patrols, sobriety checkpoints, and other activities focused on getting drunk drivers off our roads. Alcohol is a factor in about 40% of all the fatal crashes in Louisiana. If we did away with impaired driving, hundreds of lives could be saved each and every year. When we say drive sober or get pulled over, we mean it. Stay safe and enjoy your Labor Day holiday.
They'll see you before you see them. Cops are cracking down on drinking and driving. Drive sober or get pulled over.
The No Refusal Program is a program that we use in Livingston Parish, the Sheriff's Office, to help us when we pull over suspected DWI offenders. And what happens with that program is we basically, there are so many times where they refuse to give us the evidence we need to make for good prosecution. So what we'll do is we'll actually write a search warrant to draw blood. We work really well with the 21st Judicial judges as well as the District Attorney's Office in Livingston Parish to be able to get the evidence we need at the end of the day. So that's what the No Refusal Program is for, at the end of the day, to help get these DWI offenders off the street.
What's the main problem that exists with DWI arrests that makes no refusal necessary?
Well, basically, what makes it necessary is the fact that there's so many of these offenders that you pull over that refuse the test. And when they refuse the test and when we get down to prosecution, it actually makes it tougher on us. So what we want to do, the reason we push this No Refusal Program is because at the end of the day, that's what our job is, to try to get these offenders off the street. And when we use the No Refusal, it helps us to collect that evidence we need to make for better prosecution.
Has the program been effective?
I think the program has been very, very effective. We have seen an increase in the prosecution rate when it comes down to convictions. So the District Attorney's Office, we've been able to give them the actual evidence they need to make those good prosecutions.
Do you have any statistics on how many suspects have been arrested using no refusal?
On average, we arrest about 50 suspects a month on DWI arrest. Of those, about 2/3 of those are Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office, and about 1/3 of those are going to be no refusal cases. We work very closely with the 21st Judicial Judge System, and we work with the District Attorney, Scott Perilou, in the prosecution of these offenders.
What's been the general reaction of Livingston Parish residents to your no refusal program?
Our residents have always been very supportive. They help fight crime each and every day, and this is just another tool that we use to try to help keep our roadways safe.
People should remember that if you're on the road between now and Labor Day, chances are you're going to see a very large police presence. Our goal is to save lives, so remember, drive sober or get pulled over.